Hey guys, so in today's video we're going to be doing something a little different. So basically I'm going to be telling you guys all the dolls that I would sell, but I just can't bring myself to do it because if you know, you know. If you're a collector, even if you're not connecting with a doll, it's sometimes hard to sell it, which sounds absolutely ridiculous because if you're not automatically thinking about the doll in your collection or whatever, why are you holding on to it? But this is collector logic that only we understand. I'm going to be showing you guys the dolls in my collection that I would sell if I could bring myself to do it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So the first kind of doll category we're going to talk about are the historical dolls. So yeah, these are all the historical dolls in my collection that I would sell but can't bring myself to do it. The first doll we have is actually Nikki, and she is the historical doll for the 90s. I was so excited about this doll when she came out because, I mean, I'm a 90s baby. I was late 90s, but it's still 90s and it still counts. There's a lot of things in their collection I had as a kid. A lot of the stuff transferred over from 90s to early 2000s, so it all kind of meshed together a little bit. Of course, it made me feel a little old because I'm like, 90s are historical. This is a little weird. Nikki was the one that I got. I don't have Isabel, just Nikki, because I was a tomboy as a kid. So I resonated a little bit more with Nikki, so I got her. I do love that she has these money pieces in her hair, and I absolutely love the color of her hair. But I don't connect with this doll, and I used to use her a lot for photos on my AGIG when I first got her, but I just haven't been doing that, and she's literally just been sitting on the shelf, and sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna sell her, and then other times I'm like, no, why would I do that? So I don't know. Because she's a 90s doll, I can't sell her. But it's annoying because I also don't need her and I have too many dolls, but yeah. Okay, so the next historical doll we have is Nenea. So if you guys have been subscribed for a little while, you know that I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with Nenea. She came out when I wasn't collecting American Girl, so when I came back, I was just kind of like, okay, who is this? Why does she look like this? You know, I was used to the generic American Girl doll molds, and so for her to have a completely different one, she just looked not like an American Girl doll to me. I've gotten used to her over the years, and the only reason I got Nenea, so I got her as a birthday gift a few years ago. She was from Kid to Kid, so obviously I was there when the doll was purchased. I knew about her. Like I said, she was an early birthday gift. The only reason I really got this doll was because she looked better than the Neneas that I had been seeing in the store. Just okay, this is actually a really pretty Nenea. I do still feel like I have a very pretty Nenea. She also had come with her entire meat outfit, so I was like, yeah, I need this doll in my collection. Might as well. And so I was gifted her that day. I still do feel like this Nenea is very pretty, but is she my favorite historical doll? No. Was she a historical doll that was out when I was a child? No. So she's kind of just here. Can't bring myself to get rid of her either because I'm like, well, what if I regret it? Even though she's probably one of my least favorite historicals just because I didn't grow up with her. The final historical doll we have is Felicity. Now I've been hating on this Felicity for a while. I think I got her in 2017, I think. I was basically fixing up used American Girl dolls and reselling them. I still do that, just not as much because the thrift stores just haven't been as plentiful, but I like to give American Girl dolls new homes and a second chance or third chance or however many homes they've been through. I just like to fix up dolls. Now, do I necessarily want to keep every doll I fix up? No. So that is why I resorted to reselling them. And so Felicity I got on eBay, like I said, I believe back in 2017, and this was when I was not collecting. I hadn't started up my collection yet as an adult. I had my 10 childhood dolls and that was it. Felicity I got on eBay, and initially I was gonna get her, fix her up, resell her. But when I got Felicity and I was looking at her, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the era of Felicity that I want as a kid, because I did want Felicity as a child. This Felicity is just a hot mess overall. Her pin curls are very dry, her hair is extremely dry. She's got some shine marks on her face and on her eyebrow. There's also some chipped paint on her eyebrow. And then she's got I can't show you guys really because of her dress, but she's got pink marker or highlighter on her cloth. And I could fix that now because like back then I didn't know how to like fully take the doll apart. But the thing is, she doesn't need to be restrung or anything, and I would have to restring her to like thoroughly clean the body like I would want to. The way that I feel about this doll as an adult is not the same as I did as a kid. Like, I still love her movies. Probably should honestly sell her, but yeah. And the other thing is, I really don't have a huge interest to buy her collection as I did as a kid. Like, when I was a kid, I wanted everything. I wanted all of her dresses, furniture pieces, literally everything. Now, I do have her desk. You guys can't see it, but I do have that, which is really cool. It's really just a placeholder up on my shelf. Like, I can't dress her really for holidays or anything like that, so I don't know. I don't know why I have her. I probably should sell her, to be honest, but we'll see if that happens. So that is it for the historical dolls. So now we're going to do Girl of the Year, Custom, and then 2 like Truly Me's. So the only Girl of the Year that I have on this list is Corinne. I love this doll. I really do. It's kind of a similar story with Nikki, where like I used her so much for pictures when I first got her, and then as time kind of went on, I just don't use her anymore. I don't know. I think the reason that I haven't sold her is because what happens if I want Corinne in the future? I'm going to have to pay up for Corinne more than likely. And I don't want to do that. I literally don't want to pay up for her. So it's one of these dolls where I'm like, okay, listen, she's just going to have to sit there. I don't want to have to go through the process of trying to repurchase her like I have with some of my other dolls, especially retired dolls can be very difficult. She was my first like New York doll. She was an early birthday present from my dad when we were in New York. So it was just, Corinne has some special memories. An Asian Girl of the Year, like why would I get rid of her? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, okay, I would sell her if I could, but also I don't want to. But the next doll we have is a custom, and it is Reagan. So you guys know this is a Dolls by Bad custom. Dolls by Bad is Brian over on Instagram. And basically, I love this doll. I really do. Like, I wanted this doll when he initially released her, but then I couldn't buy her for whatever reason at the time. And then I ended up buying her actually from Lily over on Instagram. And I didn't even realize when I bought her that it was the doll that I wanted from his release. I don't know how I didn't notice that at first, but yeah. So Reagan is cool because she actually has a Felicity wig. This is what Felicity's wig looks like if you take care of it. Not like my Felicity over there that I got secondhand. Felicity has the most like beautiful kind of reddish auburn color hair, and I love it. And also Reagan's wig is so soft. This is a gorgeous doll, do not get me wrong. But because of her makeup, it is kind of hard to dress her. Like, I have her in a cute outfit right now for fall, but dressing her is not always this easy. And you know, I've kind of contemplated since the summertime, like late summer, I've been contemplating whether or not to sell her because it's hard to dress her. And because of that, I don't use her very much for photos. I do love the photos that I initially took of her when I first got her, but like, I don't know, I'm just having a really hard time. But I was trying to give myself the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what, for fall, I'm going to try and dress her, see how that goes. And she has a really cute outfit. Now, is it basic? Yes, but it is cute. Honestly, it's like what I'm wearing right now. So I guess I'm calling myself basic at this point because we're literally wearing stripes and jeans, but okay, I just called myself out. But anyway, I would like to put her in better outfits. I'm not making this any better for myself, am I? I just want to dress her differently, and I don't have the outfits to do so. And I feel like her being in my collection, like somebody else could take advantage and actually use her and put her in better outfits than I can. Okay, so now for the last category, we have 2 Truly Me dolls, and these are both retired dolls. Savannah, my Truly Me 58. Now, don't mind her hair. She was on the shelf, and the shelf really flattens her hair. It's not that I don't love this doll. I do. I just don't use her, and it's kind of a similar thing to Reagan, where I don't know how to dress Savannah. I have a lot of doll clothes, but I don't. And if you know, you know. Like, I have doll clothes, but I don't have doll clothes to dress everybody how I would want. Kind of like Reagan, I'm, you know, gonna keep trying again and, you know, putting her in different outfits, trying to see what her vibe is, because every doll, even though they're inanimate objects, right, every doll has a vibe. So, like, you're not necessarily gonna dress a doll, one doll, like another doll. If that makes sense. I don't know. I just don't know what her vibe is. And it's annoying. And it's, again, kind of like Reagan, where I'm like, if I can't use her, somebody else can. But she's also retired. And it's hard to find this doll in good condition. Or can be. I'm not going to sell her. But she's one of those dolls, like, if I could, I probably would. But I can't bring myself to do it. I can't. And the last doll we have is my Truly Me 67. And this is the original Sonali mold version of 67. I've actually put this doll up for sale on my Instagram once. I'm one of those instances where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put her up on Instagram, like on my story for sale. If somebody offers to buy her and wants to buy her, I will sell her. If she doesn't sell, I'll keep her. And so I had somebody interested. They were gonna buy her, and then the next day we're like, hey, sorry, I can't buy her. And so I was like, well, crap. Well, I guess I'm keeping her, but like, I love this doll, and I don't understand, like, why I struggle with her. Because, are you kidding? The wig, absolutely gorgeous. I think it's one of those things, again, I don't know how to dress her. With Iris here, there was no plan. I wanted to replace my 67 that I got at the American Girl store with the newer Sonali mold. I wasn't a fan. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna look for the old Sonali mold. And then I went to Kid and found her. I didn't think I would find her as soon as I did. So yeah, I think it's just, I don't know how to dress her, and I really need to, like, learn that, or else I'm gonna have to sell her, because I'd rather somebody else appreciate my dolls more than I can if I just can't do it. That was actually the end of the video. At the moment, I don't think I'm gonna sell them, but hey, who knows? If you guys have any dolls in your collection that you're thinking about selling, but you're just not sure, kind of like me, comment down below, because I would love to know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date when I post a new video every Friday. And also make sure to follow me on my AGIG so you can see pictures of some of my dolls. And yeah, bye guys!